Hey Leo, today is September 29th as I record this. I did get a little bit of a preliminary message for you, and that message is third time's a charm. So I don't know if you've tried something and it didn't work out twice already, and I got the message third time is a charm. So for whoever that's for, there you go. I've started clearing the energy here by burning a little bit of Palo Santo before I start my readings. I really like how it smells. Okay, what do we have for Leo here? For Leo. Let's get some cards for Leo. We have the Three of Wands. Yeah, I said third time's a charm, right? So we have a 3 here. So the number 3 is important for you. 3-3 already. Three of Wands, making a decision. Maybe you're deciding to try it again. Try it for a third time here. What else do we have? For Leo, please. Okay, well, we have the Page of Cups reversed. Could have been that you've tried to date, you've tried to look for somebody who's a match that you could develop something like emotionally fulfilling with, and you haven't really found that. Maybe you've tried, it doesn't have to be twice in your life, obviously. It could be like, maybe you put yourself out there a couple times, let's say the recent past, right? Or maybe you've like met 2 different people, or you've tried 2 different, maybe you've tried 2 different avenues to try to meet somebody, and now you're gonna try a third one, a different one. Maybe you've tried like 2 dating apps, or whatever it may be, the avenue, if you went out to certain places and tried to meet people. But I'm getting this energy here that you're going to try a third thing, and it's going to be different because the other 2 weren't successful. You didn't get, the Page of Cups reversed is like you didn't get that start, that emotional start that you were looking for. Okay, those 2 flipped and then flipped back over, and there's 2 of them. With that, I'm getting a message for you that if you did go on, like if you did meet 2 people, let's say like the recent past, whatever that means for you, right? Whoever those 2 would be on your mind right now, they came into your life and they left quickly. Maybe they came in like presenting themselves as the Page of Cups, like ready for something emotional, and then it soon turned out that that wasn't the case, that they kind of ran away from it. They flipped the switch on it. I don't really want to take these cards because they didn't actually flip over, and if they're meant to come out again, they will. So what else do we have for Leo here, Spirit? Okay, there we go. We have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, there's a decision that's happening here. So 2 of Swords is like something you haven't seen yet. It's like you feel it, but you haven't seen it yet. Okay, we have the World reversed, and then we have the 10 of Swords. Well, with that, the first thing I thought was like kind of unfinished business, some kind of unfinished business, and then the 10 of Swords is about finishing it. So there might be something here that you need to totally close out or come to terms with or end in order for you to see clearly and to like follow your emotion without being misguided is kind of what I'm getting with that. 6 of Cups at the bottom, so it could have to do with something going back from childhood or when you were younger, something from like memories. It could just be memories of the past. It doesn't have to be childhood. There's some kind of memories here that need to really be let go of. So there's something that needs to be revisited and then finally let go of, whatever that means for you. It could be like I'm getting something here that maybe somebody's on your mind and it's somebody from your past and you just never really got closure. So maybe you don't have to like talk to them. I don't think that's up to you if you really feel like that's worth it. But whatever that means for you, giving yourself closure with the situation. For some people, I'm gonna mention something. Somebody told me that they didn't want me posting pictures on my Instagram without a shirt on. And it was someone who was very controlling, and there were a lot of other issues with the situation, right? But then I felt so inclined to go check their profile later on, like, several months later on, and they had a picture up without a shirt on. So It's this, and that gave me closure, because after that happened, I felt, you know, you look back on these things and you think, maybe I did something wrong, maybe that was insensitive of me, maybe I shouldn't have done that. In reality, I was drinking a beer after a long day and I just was enjoying the hot weather, and I didn't even think anything of it, right, when I took that picture. And someone takes it and uses it as leverage, but then enough time goes by and you don't have closure, and in your mind you might start to think, maybe I did some things wrong there, or maybe I was at fault for some things there. And for me, going and seeing that that person in a way was a hypocrite, that gave me closure, because I realized I didn't do anything wrong. Even though at this point I don't have any pictures like that up anymore because I took it that personally, but it just gave me a sense of, if I ever am in that situation again, I shouldn't think like I'm doing anything wrong, because people sometimes will do things and use it for leverage or whatever it may be, and it's not you. So if there's anything unresolved here, whatever you have to do, whether that's going and looking at something about a person, or finding out information about a person, or trying to talk to them and get closure. It might be hard to talk to them because I got a little like throat chakra like thing right when I said that. So for some of you, there might be something you really want to say to somebody out there to get closure. But whatever this is, I feel like you need to just find a way that you're going to be okay with to really put an end to something. No more holding on, even if it's like kind of a subconscious or like partially conscious, like small little thing, a song or belongings or whatever it is. There's like something here about however it's going to resonate for you, you need to let go, because there's something that can come in here. Third time's a charm. All right, what else do we have for Leo? Let's do Tarot of Oppositions. For some of you out there, I'm getting a very strange random message here. I read intuitively and get signs, but I'm someone who might have a leak, like a water leak somewhere. If that resonates with you, there's like something's leaking. It could be something that's meant to like hold liquid or hold things. It's like there's a hole in it and it's leaking. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, right away. And we have the Seven of Swords. It looks like the Seven of Swords reversed though, because this is the Tarot deck of opposition. So either way there's artwork, but the hand taking the sword is on the other side. So in the upright you have a nice beautiful like dawn of a new day kind of thing. There's a reveal. There's something coming to light here. Okay, and we have the Page of Wands. The King of Pentacles reversed. Someone here might, okay. The Hangman, let me just pull the whole row here. I'm already getting some messages. The Hangman. And then the Five of Pentacles reversed. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. Whatever you have here in the past that you need to release, there was a lot of financial instability. There was a period, there was someone who was kind of stuck in their situation. And they were a little bit desperate, but mostly in terms of wanting stability. They didn't have stability. But what I'm seeing here is there's a reveal, and with this Page of Wands, I'm getting that almost as you, Leo, right? Because that fire energy, that Page of Wands wanting to spark something new, wanting a new start, something that could develop, let that fire spread. And that's coming up under this Page of Cups reversed. So, I mean, it's showing that you're ready. I mean, you're not ready to just jump right into something, but you're ready to start somewhere. You're ready to talk to someone or to talk with someone and get the ball rolling. But this other energy coming up here with this like closure needed, there's an idea of financial instability and someone being stuck in a situation where someone here also might have been like left out or kicked out, or like almost like had nowhere to go. They were in a situation where they had nowhere else to go. So if that resonates for you, that message is there as well. I did go on a little bit of a, not a tangent, but more in-depth explanation of what I had for the first row. I'm going to continue on to the third row now. And I'm going to go for the Santa Muerte, Dia de los Muertos deck. From now on, I'm going to do my readings with all 3 signs of the same element in a day. So you're first Leo, and then I'll do Sagittarius and then Aries for today's readings. It's a good one, though. The reason why I gave a little bit of my own story here, too, is I'm a Leo for my Venus sign. So if I see anything here about potentially dating or love, and I feel it applies, then I got Leo in my chart. Some people have told me that I'm more of a Leo than a Virgo in general. So we got the Hangman again. There's big like energy of stagnancy, or he's also like got his head detached above his body. Like his body is sinking in the water, and he's holding the pole up and almost like raising his head, and he's got the third eye here. So this is not just being stuck here. There's this other energy releasing here was about someone financially like unstable that was kind of stuck in a situation. But here, there's this idea of like raising yourself up and having a third eye, because it's funny I mentioned that leak too, and he's sinking in the water, right? But almost like it might seem like certain things are even like going downhill, if that makes any sense, or some things haven't been working out, and that could just be with the dating. Things aren't working out. But the water also represents emotion, right? And it's raining, there's storms, something's unsettled here. And he's going down, but his head is raising up, and he's got the third eye. So there's something about like seeing above what's happening at the moment, or like maybe what the body feels. The body might feel emotional or might feel a little run down. But it's this idea of focusing on what you, like this knowing. There's a sense of knowing something more. And focusing on that third eye energy here. He's got the rope from the wood like going through his nose, his eyes, and everything. The only thing it's not going through is his third eye. It's open. And it looks like a sun. So it could be this idea of finding happiness through spirituality, or finding happiness through people that you just kind of connect with automatically. It could be like people that you get this sense of like telepathy with, or like you go to text them and they text you and you're about to send the message, or you think of each other at the same time, or you say the same things at the same time. There's synchronicities. There's this idea of focusing on things more like that, because you'll find people more on your wavelength potentially, and it'll be more of a happy situation. We have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, so there is something that's going to be coming in here quick, but it's also something, it's quick and it's something that's stable, but it's something that I said earlier that you're ready to do something and not jump in right away. It's going to be tempting to jump in because somebody is going to show up as very in charge of their life and very attractive, and like this whole idea of like independent, like I don't need you, but I want you. But this hangman with the third eye rising up, and then him putting like the sword down his throat. So it's like you want to go fast, but there's going to be this like wisdom of don't say anything ahead of time. Like don't say anything that's a little premature. Just kind of like ride with it and enjoy it. There's going to be, I could see people going and enjoying the fall weather, maybe going apple picking or doing things like that outside, pumpkin picking or hiking or horseback riding, like something like that. But don't say anything prematurely. Just kind of enjoy the ride, and it's okay to spend time together. even though it might be like kind of early in knowing each other, it's okay to spend a lot of time together, but just like watch what you say is what message I'm getting for that, because you don't want to scare someone off by saying like something that's really heavy, because they don't know you well enough yet to kind of understand like where it's coming from. You have the Ace of Swords reversed. Again, also like, yeah, it's like holding something in, like holding the tongue. It could also be someone here might not be, let me pull more card, because that could be a hidden truth here. The High Priestess, all right. And then you have the Two of Swords again. So for some, with the Hangman with the third eye and then the High Priestess at the end, and then you have this idea here of the knife going down the throat. For a feminine out there, if this is for a feminine out there, however you identify with that energy, but there's energy itself is coming up as feminine, there's a masculine who might not be telling you something. The masculine might try to come in quick, and they might not be telling you something, and it's like, they might not be lying, but they're avoiding telling you something big. So but I feel like with the masculine and the feminine have this like third eye energy. And I told you, it's someone who's like telepathy, like you both might, it's like someone here doesn't want to say something because it's a big thing to say and it would come out prematurely. And then you have this other person here who knows that someone isn't saying something because it's something big, but they have a feeling they know what it is. So I'm not sure exactly what that might be about, but if you're gonna know, I could pull a clarifier on it, but the thing here with, I mean, it's definitely 100% like a sense of knowing without it being said on both ends here. So I don't even think it's worth it, because I think it'll resonate for more people if they do wind up in this situation and you have like a sense someone like hasn't told you something, you're hanging out a lot, you're spending a lot of time together, but it's like there's something they haven't told you. Or if the vice versa, if you're hanging out with someone and like you don't want to tell them too early on and scare them off. There's this idea that both people know what this is and that there's something that needs to be talked about. They know what it is. So that is a pretty strong message here in that third row, but it's a pretty cool union. It's a spiritual union. If that's what's happening here, it's a very spiritual union. I'm trying to look for any kind of like intuitive messages here. So I don't know, there's something, it could be something related to like a home or where they live, or something about a home. They could live in like a really big house. They also might have like an unusual pet. So I don't know, that's what I have, but I hope you enjoyed the reading, Leo. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.